All right, hey guys, it's Nick here. I posted a video last week, I think end of last week, about this whole money manifesting thing. And again, we had like a bunch of comments, a bunch of people reaching out. So I'm going to explain this thing again once and for all so that you guys really understand how money doesn't matter in the context of law of attraction, how actually trying to manifest or working towards manifesting money is slowing you down and hurting your ability to manifest the things that you really want. So I'm calling this video Why Money Doesn't Matter, because in the context of law of attraction, it absolutely doesn't. Now, the first prerequisite to understanding this video is you need to understand the difference between alignment and vibration. Alignment and vibration are absolutely two different things. I explained this in the first video in my free e-course, nickbro.com/e-course. So if you do not understand the difference between alignment and vibration, please go back to the e-course, watch that first video. In the whole world of law of attraction, the most important thing to understand is the difference between those two things. Now, when you understand vibration, you understand that manifestation or your physical reality is a reflection of your vibrational frequency, the same as an AM FM radio tuner. When you change the AM FM radio tuner to different channels, you tune into different frequencies which represent different audio. So when you change your FM to 105 FM to 107 FM, your radio receiver tunes to a different frequency, so it's a different audio experience. So you as a human being are the exact same thing. You are a vibrational tuner and vibrational receiver. You tune your vibration based on your emotions, based on where you put your focus, based on your perspectives, and you receive back based on the frequency that you're tuning into a physical reality experience. That's extremely important to understand. And that's why some people are super happy and in alignment, but have no money, right? That's because they're in alignment because they're feeling good and they're happy, but vibrationally, their frequency is not tuned to the frequency of money. And that's the most fundamental concept that people get confused with in the law of attraction that they need to understand. So here we're talking about vibrational frequency because your vibration is literally what dictates your physical reality experience. Now here I did this pretty diagram. So here this is you, right? This is you. This is the vibrational tuner receiver that you are, right? And over here we have our desires, right? So the house, maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's travel, maybe it's freedom, right? The physical reality experience of freedom, no bills, not being tied to debt. And everything is binary. So manifestation is binary, meaning 1 or 0, yes or no, on or off. Either it's there or it's not. So if I use the radio receiver as an example, either I'm tuning into 105 FM or I'm not. If I'm tuned in, I hear it. If I'm not tuned in, I'm not hearing it. So manifestation works the same way. If you want to own a house, then you're either tuned into the frequency where you own a house or you're not. If you want a relationship, you're tuned into the frequency of being in that relationship or not. If you want travel, same thing. You're either tuned into a frequency or you're not tuned into a frequency. And when it comes to the art of manifestation, your goal is to tune into the frequency of your desires. So if you tune into the frequency of a house, let's say a house has a frequency of 6, 7, 8, and again, AM, FM radio, frequencies are given to you by numbers. You know, us as human receivers and tuners, it's much different. It's not a number and a dial that you tune into. It's basically your attraction point, which defines your frequency, which is your emotions, your thought patterns, and where you put your focus. So here's why money is irrelevant. So if you want a house, if your goal is to manifest a house, the mindset that most people have is, okay, well, I need the money to show up. I need the $500,000 for that house that I want. How do I make the money show up? How do I make the money show up? How do I make the money show up? So all of their focus is on attracting money, right? They're not building momentum towards the house, and they're not matching the frequency of the house. So really, the money is a distraction. It's like a mirage in the desert where you see the water and up in the distance and you keep going towards the water and you never get there, you never get there, you never get there, right? The money's a distraction, and here's why. Because if you can tune into the frequency of the house that you want, then you have to experience it. That's law of attraction. Law of attraction is a law. You have to experience what your vibrational match to. If you tune into the frequency of the house has to show up. Meaning the mechanism of synchronicity is going to make the money show up for the house if you need the money, right? So what's going on is everybody's like, oh, I need this, that, or the other thing. Well, in order to have that, I need the money. And in reality, by focusing on the money, you're not allowing yourself to become a vibrational match to the things that you want, right? So if you become a vibrational match to the house, the mechanism of synchronicity is going to make the money show up. It has to. You don't have to make the money show up. The money showing up is not your job. It's not your responsibility. And if you're a vibrational match to it, you have to experience it. Doesn't matter if it's a house, travel, freedom, and bills. It's not about chasing the money so you're not tied to debt and tied to snekness of not being able to pay your bills. It's about vibrationally tuning into the frequency of the experience where everything is paid for, where you don't have to worry about that. And by tuning into the frequency of the experience, the money has to show up. Make sense? So again, this is our main focus in the collective for the next couple of months. We're going to ace this thing and get you guys manifesting a boatload of money, not by focusing on money, but by focusing on the things that you want. And as a byproduct of that, the money has to show up if it needs to show up for those desires to materialize anyways, right? So that was a quick, well, not so quick, about 7-minute video on why money doesn't matter and why you need to stop focusing on money and start focusing on becoming a vibrational match to the things that you really want. So as usual, if you have any questions, drop me an email, drop a comment. And of course, I'd love to see you join us in the collective where we're going to really take action and really start applying this stuff and get you guys manifesting in some really big and awesome ways. Thanks for tuning in and bye for now.